It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by Casey Auto Group, Hercules Fence, Chowan University, and Bayport Credit Union.
And we are off and running. Welcome into Friday Night Flights. I'm Craig Loper. He is Nathan Epstein. You're probably asking yourself, well, which teams even played games tonight? The answer is none, but we have a whole lot of Thursday night highlights ready to go that didn't make air yesterday as Hurricane Ian obviously pushed everything up this week, Nathan.
And we hope that all of you are staying safe with some nasty flooding in the area. We're going to start off with one of the best rivalries in Hampton Roads. And if you missed this last night, buckle up. Oscar Smith and Indian River. Craig, no love lost between these two programs.
Right. For the better part of a decade, when Oscar Smith and Indian River met on the football field, you know this, Nathan, probably the best high school football game in Hampton Roads every single time. But more recently, in the last few years, the Tigers dominant over the Braves as they have been against everyone else, winning back-to-back Class 6 state titles. So that made last night even more interesting. It was the almost surprise of the night.
Man,
the
almost
Braves
keyword.
At home for this one. They were up to the challenge. You're going to see Malachi Hinton take the handoff here, stumble his way through the middle of the line, keeps his feet, and he's outrunning everyone. How about a 63-yard touchdown scamper? Indian River up early on Smith. 10-0. The Tigers trying to respond. Quarterback Parker Lancaster's pass intercepted in the end zone by Trey Viscayan, ending the scoring drive. Nice little return, too, there for number 8. Braves all in on a 4th and 14 attempt. Nathan, they're going for it on their own 25-yard line. That's what you call playing to win.
And they get all of it. They don't just get a first down.
That's right. Tyler Allison to Amir Talley, 75 yards. Braves smelling the upset, but Oscar Smith starts the comeback. Running back Isaac Huffman takes the handoff around the outside for the score. Tigers would trail 17-13 at half. The second half, Tigers defense comes up big. Jarrell Johns forces a fumble, and Gerard Wilson picks it up. He's going the other way. That is a house call. Oscar Smith would take the lead. Nathan, the Braves had one last chance late in the fourth quarter, a 35-yard field goal attempt after a personal foul, but it falls just short. Oscar Smith survives on the road, 19-17 the final.
And the only way that you find out, you know, the true character of a team is to be challenged. And what a great deal to do this against, you know, one of the biggest rivalries in this area. These great team there, great competition, coaches and players, and I'm glad to see that we challenge each other both because we both got a lot better tonight.
Tigers host Great Bridge next week. Indian River is at Western Branch.
Throw the records out the window when those two meet. Let's stay in Chesapeake. Western Branch in the white jersey suffered its first loss of the year last week, last night against Great Bridge. Bruins on offense, and I bet you'll see this on our Friday Night Flights Top 10. Kecoughtan Trotman with the quarterback keeper. You saw the spin move to the house. Western Branch led it 7-0. Still in the first. This time Trotman hands it off. We've seen this guy before. Shamik Blizzard serving up some cold cuts. That's a spectacular 50-yard scamper for the score. 14-0 Western Branch. Can the Wildcats get something going? William Engler looking long for Dante Little. Big mistake. Picked off by Jamari Parker. That's Bruins ball. We've had a lot of rain, Craig. A lot of storms. But last night, Great Bridge hit with a blizzard. It's Shamik Blizzard again. This time explodes for an 80-yard touchdown burst. 21-0 Western Branch. Behind the combo of Trotman and Blizzard, the Bruins bounce back and improve to 4-1 on the year with a 28-0 shutout. Elsewhere in the Southeastern District, Kings Fork continues to roll. Bulldogs, who beat Western Branch last week, remain unbeaten. Shutout win over Grassfield.
Third shutout win of the season for Kings Fork, by the way, and it was Deep Creek that improves to 4-1 after the Hornets' 40-point win over Lakeland.
All right, now we go to the beach. We got to keep our eyes on Kempsville, Craig. You know, the Chiefs only have one loss in the year, but that one loss was to unbeaten Green Run in the first game of the year.
Yeah, and since that point, the Chiefs have been dominating their opponents. Going into last night's game against Bayside, they've been outscoring opponents 198-8. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? The Marlins cheerleaders doing their best to cheer on their team last night, picking up first quarter. Mike Myers, one of the best names in Hampton Roads for a quarterback, to Chaz Davis. Nice post route right there, about a 40-yard score. It's 6-0 Marlins. Kempsville on offense now. Handoff to Naquan Washington.
Your man.
When he gets going, he's a hard man to stop. 52 yards up the sideline for the score. 7-6, Chiefs take the lead. He had 204 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns on the night. We're going to go to the second quarter now. Bayside back with the ball. Myers going to lob it up to numero uno, Aaron Evans. Look at the toe tap, Nathan.
Toe tap.
Great catch on the sideline.
Good on Sundays.
A Marlins touchdown to make it 13-17. As you see another look, you heard Nathan. Yeah, that's good in the NFL right there. Still in the second quarter. Kempsville with Chris Spence in at quarterback. Short toss to Riley McIntosh. McIntosh breaks a tackle. Get off me. Oof. That puts the Chiefs in the red zone. Pierce would punch it in from there for another second of his 4 touchdowns. Chiefs win big, 49-15. Battle of 3-1 teams last night at the beach. Salem at Lansdowne. I was at this one. The wind had a major impact in this game. Check it out. Second quarter, Eagles back to punt. The ball is away. The wind just completely kills it. Jahil Mitchell picks it up. He goes the other way. I mean, there's no one in front of him. 28-6 after the scoop and score. Third quarter now, Eagles back to pass. Amari Williams, like a madman possessed off the edge in the backfield in a hurry, coming up with the sack. Not too much later, Eagles back to pass again. That is picked off by Adam Murphy. And Murphy's got some green grass, gets tackled eventually in Lansdowne territory. Salem with the ball. Jason Williams, the quarterback, going to buy time, roll right, lob it up top. How about Adam Martin? Goes up and gets it in front of a couple Eagles defenders. Ball across the goal line. Physical catch there. And it was a 60-point win for the Sun Devils.
That might be another top play. Rest of the finals from the beach. Cox rolls to its 5th win of the year. The Falcons with the win over Tallwood. First Colonial needed 3 overtimes, Craig. But it's the Patriots that get the 1-point win over Ocean Lakes.
I know they were tired. Kellum improves to 3-2 as the Knights put up 41 points in their win over Princess Anne. Now to the Peninsula. A couple teams with just 1 loss on the season. Warwick from Newport News taking on Kecoughtan in Hampton.
And both squads were playoff teams a year ago, both trying to get back. And take a look at the Kecoughtan Warriors student section. A lot of green showing up strong last night at Darling Stadium. First quarter, Warwick in white. 4th down and 6 from the Warriors' 8. Kecoughtan defense holds, turnover on downs. And a little bit later, the Warriors pinned back. Bad snap. And Warwick's Jalen Jordan pounces on a loose change. And that's your first touchdown of the game. Raiders up 7-0. Next Kecoughtan possession. Man, that's another theme here going on. Bad snap, but this time it's just a safety, so 2 more points for the Raiders. Warwick back with the ball, and here's the play we expect to see maybe on the top 10. Davion Corpening. Look at DC go, breaking ankles out there. He's committed to VMI. Stop short of the end zone. Raiders settle for a field goal, and they go on to beat Kecoughtan 32-11.
It was a windy night at Powhatan Field last night. Windy day today, too. Maury was posting Norcom. You see it right there. Second half, Commodores up 13-6. 4th down play for Maury, but Jerron Gamble in on the tackle. That is a turnover on downs. The Norcom offense, though, unable to make anything happen on its ensuing possession. Cameron Jones looking down the field, but you remember that win? That is picked off by Kelvin C.A. They call him KT. That was the final play of the third quarter. Another 4th down play for Maury. Kendall Daniels, the little floater here. Devontae Floyd, little flick pass out there. That's a Commodore's first down as he's knocked out of bounds. So now we go to the 4th quarter. 4th down and 7. Daniels, he has some time deep. And that is Peyton Jones taking the hard hit. He's going to Duke for a reason. 26-yard touchdown score, concentration drill right there. Maury wins his 3rd consecutive game. Commodores over Norcom 27-6. Maury's at Churchland next week, and that should be a great game.
Always windy at Powhatan Field, by the way. Staying in Norfolk, let's go to Booker T. Mighty Bookers taking on the Titans from Lake Taylor. 3rd quarter, Lake Taylor in white dominating up 28-0. They're going to add to it. There goes Terrion Washington Jacobs. 80 yards, and he's gone. Titans lead at 35-0, and a little bit later, Booker T just trying to get something going, Craig. Check out this catch.
Nice
Egypt
ball.
Nelson.
Wow.
Alberto Innes stays in, has both hands on it, but that drive ended on 4th down. Bookers didn't have near enough firepower last night. Ensuing Lake Taylor drive, Jameer Freeman trying to get in, but stopped at the 1-yard line.
I think it was Justin Edwards that just got stopped.
Yeah, so Marquise Drew Rogers cleans it up with a 1-yard touchdown run. Lake Taylor runs wild over Booker T, 40-6 the final.
50-6 right there. When we come
final.
back, yeah, that's all good. All good. More scores and highlights from around the region, including a check with the Bay Rivers District and private school action as Friday Night Flights continues. Kecoughtan's lone loss of the season was on the road against York. They were taking on Smithfield last night. Second quarter, Kecoughtan holding a 7-0 lead. Keith Ewer going to hit Derek Wilkerson, cutting towards the sidelines. Nice catch near out of bounds right there. A little later, the Packers defense smothered the Kecoughtan run game late in the second quarter with time running down till halftime. Kecoughtan trying to get the offense moving, but a bad snap.
Loose ball.
Slow them down just a little bit. Look at the dead grass coming up off the field right there. Kecoughtan, though, they do go on to win their third straight game. You see the final, 20-7.
All right, let's check in on the defending private school state champs from Atlantic Shores against Nansemond Suffolk Academy. Third quarter, here comes NSA on offense. Gabriel Wansart, we'll call that a Wansart dart. Caden Bradford hauls it in for the touchdown. 20-6, NSA leads a little bit later.
Option.
The Saints trying to add to that lead. Here comes that Seahawks defense. Ball's on the turf. NSU turns it over. Atlantic Shores recovers to the fourth quarter. Saints back on offense. Wansart back to pass. Floats it for Jackson Runyon. Craig, that's just a great last name for a football player.
Love it, love it.
Running
Good
on.
move.
Turn and go. Goes 61 yards for the touchdown. Suffolk Academy takes down Nansemond Suffolk Academy. What is wrong with me tonight? Takes down the champs and wins this one 27-6.
Hey, we have a couple college football games in the area tomorrow. Christopher Newport and Old Dominion both at home, but will the rain hold off? Our chief meteorologist, Jeff Edmondson, fills us in when we return.
Two local games this upcoming Saturday, and with the weather, it's looking pretty good. For the CNU game, in the middle of the day, the weather's looking great. We'll have some passing clouds as we go into areas close to ODU and Norfolk. We're also looking at decent weather. A very low chance for rain. I'm really expecting the day to be mostly dry with possibly a few passing sprinkles nearby, perhaps into the afternoon, but not very windy. Winds will be out of the southwest around 5 to 10 miles an hour. So it should be a great day on both fields to get outside and watch some football across the area. Let's start with the game on the peninsula at CNU. Temperatures will be likely in the upper 70s, looking dry with just clouds and sunshine across the area. We'll have high temperatures near 80 degrees if you're going to be tailgating, but by the time the game kicks off, it'll be cooling back down into the mid 70s. But great weather for both games across our area. Back to you.
Thank you, Jeff. All right, some finals from Friday Night Flight scoreboard. Norview snaps a 4-game losing streak. The Pilots fly past Manor 26-6. Woodside remains undefeated after a shutout win over Menchville. Big game next week when the Wolverines play Warwick.
And Churchland made the trip to Bailey Field. The Truckers come out with a 42-16 win over Grafton. Lafayette, the shutout win over New Kent. And a couple of private school scores. Catholic puts up 41 points in its win over Norfolk Christian. Norfolk Academy rolls past Fork Union Military Academy.
Yeah, they played early yesterday, too. They kicked off, I think it was like 5:30 or something like that.
Yes, so, and now we have to look ahead to a big day of college football Saturday. We have Old Dominion, who's at home taking on Liberty, and that is going to be a huge game.
Yeah, I talked to Ricky Ronnie about it on the Monday press conference, and he talked about this kind of like house divided in some households, right?
Yeah.
Their third Commonwealth matchup of this season, and he said it means a lot to these kids. A lot of kids are from Virginia on the roster, so there's definitely some extra excitement there.
UVA is on the road at Duke, and Virginia Tech, coming off that loss against West Virginia, is on the road at North Carolina. And Craig, you and I were talking about that a second ago. That could be very interesting for Virginia Tech, considering the fact that they're going to go into a very windy Chapel Hill, and North Carolina loves to throw the ball, so we'll see how that works out.
You know, these college football games, I feel like between the NFL and college this year, it's been crazy, right? I think back to the ODU-UVA game, it came down to the end. You were there. Some of these NFL games have been crazy, so it's been awesome. Because of the wind this week, guys, we couldn't put the chopper in the air.
Right.
If it's windy, you can't get the chopper up. But we're going to leave you with some Oscar Smith highlights from the chopper this season. Hope you enjoyed the show on this interesting edition of Friday Night Flights. For Nathan Epstein, I'm Craig Loper. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.